I did want to ask you guys, it's been an awesome year of QB play in the conference. This is one of those ones, no wrong answers, just kind of fun. But if you guys want to go around and rank your top 5 QBs in the Big Sky, why don't we start with you, Fritz, and we'll just go around. And like I said, really one of those no wrong answers kind of things, but with so much great QB play, might as well put it on display.
Yeah, I mean, I was going through the list today, and it seems like everybody's got a good one. I got to go with Giovanni McCoy at the top. I mean, his numbers and his poise, and I just like the way the kid plays. And then I went 2 and 3 with Chambers and Malott because it's a 2-quarterback system. Neither one of them have enough attempts to get into passing efficiency ratings, but both of them would if either one had the attempts, which is 15 attempts a game. One might be there if he hadn't got hurt. Both of them have a rating that would by far lead the Big Sky. So that's my 2 and 3, if I can cheat there a little bit. And then number 4, same kind of thing. Clifton McDowell, since he took over after the NEU game, has really played well. Played better and better every week. Seems to make better decisions. Seems to get more accurate each week. And he's got a quarterback rating that's second only to Giovanni McCoy's right now. And the same thing. He's about, I think, 12 throws or 17 throws short of qualifying for under the NCAA statistics. And then 5, man, it was hard to pick. I guess I have to go with Vesperis from Eastern Washington. He's just put up great numbers. I think he's leading the league in total offense. He's another one in a long line of really prolific and really good Eastern quarterbacks. I wish they'd share the wealth. Seems like they always have one. And then, I just look and, Sam Heward's in this league. Miles Hastings, who I think was everybody's pick to be all Big Sky. He slumped a little bit, but he's still great, I think. And Jordan Cook at ISU's jumped onto the scene. The kid at NEU is pretty good. So it was a tough call, but that's my top 5. Idaho, the 2 kids from MSU, McDowell from U of M, and then Vesperis from Eastern.
Yeah, a lot of depth. It's pretty unreal. You said it. It feels like everyone's got a good one right now. Definitely tough to narrow it down at the top. How about you, Ian? What's your top 5 looking like?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to not put McCoy up there on the top of that list. And then I've got, I was talking about Caden Bennett a couple of weeks ago down at Sac State. I'm going to put him at number 2. And then coming after him, I've got Vesperis at Eastern. Like Fritz just said, just the offense he puts up is unreal. Unfortunately, it's just that defense. You got to get that down. Maybe they've won a couple more games. I got Sam Heward from, I think I pronounced that right.
Heward, yeah, so close enough.
Heward, okay, my bad. Down at Cal Poly, and then Clifton McDowell at number 5.
All righty. How about you, Mark?
Well, Fritz, I don't know how you did it, but you looked through here and you saw the quarterbacks that I had written down in pretty much the same order. So that's pretty cool, all the way from Missoula all the way to Coeur d'Alene. So awesome. I had McCoy first. The Vandals, I mean, he can run it and he can pass it, and he doesn't have to do it all. Whereas, the 2 Montana State quarterbacks, their offense is more reliant on what those 2 can do. And they are obviously they're two Chambers and Malott are tied for second. And then I had McDowell as 4th, and then after that, I mean, those are kind of the only 4 I really watched a whole lot. I didn't get to see the Sparrows because he didn't play against Idaho, but obviously he's a dangerous kid too. And then I'm going to get Sasheray. Is that one? Did I get that right this time? Okay.
Yep.
And Hastings and stuff like that. And yeah, and Fritz nailed it. I mean, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in this league, so this was kind of a fun exercise to go through.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I wanted to ask. I was looking through the list. I'm like, you could really go a million different ways on this one. I will say I got number 5, Vesperis, leading the league in passing. He did miss a game, and he's still leading the league. That's partially because that offense and the way they run it. But he's only a redshirt sophomore, room to grow. One of those names you're going to see around for a while. I actually got 4, Dante Sachere, Portland State. He's rushed for 500 yards and 7 scored. He's thrown for 15 touchdowns and only 5 picks. Portland State's a team where lost a couple tough games, got blown out a few times, but he's been the engine that makes that thing go. A little less depth than some of the top-tier teams, and he's been the centerpiece, no doubt about it. Number 3, now this is a little bit of a recency bias, I will say. I dropped McCoy to 3 here, but that's just based off the last few weeks. They've looked a little sluggish, not like the same team we saw early in the year. Based off pure passing ability, I think he's number 1. He's the best pure arm talent. But Chambers and Malott, I got them number 2 because of what they could do with their legs. And I'm kind of recency bias, I'll admit it. But I put Clifton McDowell 1 for the sake of they completely turned that season around when he took over. They were looking like an ugly offensive unit. We talked, it might have been me and Fritz, or it might have been on this show, but they're a team that's going to run the ball a lot, play defense, and that's how they'll win. All of a sudden, they're lighting it up on offense, and he really deserves all the credit, doing it with his arm and legs. That being said, number 2, I did have the Bobcats duo. They probably both could have made the list in the top 5 without being combined. I just thought, they're not necessarily doing it all on their own like McCoy or McDowell are. So, you can go a lot of different ways, but I think I was a little recency biased. But just the way McDowell turned the entire season around, and obviously Malott and Chambers, just the dynamic aspect. McCoy, pure passer, top of the list. He doesn't do as much with his legs. He's great at extending plays, but he's not the biggest guy. He doesn't get out and run as much. Runs when he needs to more. So one of those lists, no wrong answers. I do feel like I maybe dropped McCoy a little lower than I should have, but fun, no doubt about it, like Mark said.